Welcome back to the series where I continuously go on dates until somebody pulls me out the streets. Already.
You living with somebody, why would you get pregnant in their house?
Oh, so you went to the abortion clinic 13 times.
My mom, bro.
Well, I don't know where your mom's at. She probably ran away. Is she drunk?
And I seen something that said, if women birth men, why do they have to turn around and submit to them? And I can't, and I'm not going to let it go. That rings a serious bell for me. I feel like everything is backwards. It has to be.
Yeah, after really just playing this clip back a couple more times, my mind just kept going to the physicality part of just nature, dog. Like, you know, you giving birth to sons that are really growing up bigger than you, stronger than you, taller than you, you know, all those things. Like, and you expect this giant creature or this giant man to submit to like a 5'2" woman. Like, that probably isn't happening. It's probably not happening throughout history. These guys are growing up to be soldiers and warriors and, you know, elite males in the community, and these things, and this just happened over time. I think it's a little bit a part of the animal kingdom, so to speak. Like, but also the Bible says a lot of things too, if you want to go that route too.
What?
And here we go with this clip. We're gonna put a bow on it. It's the same thing that you get every day, but yeah, it's Christmas. So look, let me not put any thought in it.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Let me not get you anything, fellas. Let me just put a bow on it right here and just call it a Christmas gift.
Because of this woman's insecurity, she is getting her husband roasted all over the internet, and she still ain't took the video down. I know y'all have seen this video, but in case y'all haven't, this lady was talking about how she and her family were in Kroger, and there were these two ladies that asked her husband to help them get something off the top shelf because they were too short. Before he responded, he looked over to his wife to see if it was okay, and what was really off-putting in this lady's video is that she was like, the audacity of those two ladies to ask him, and that her husband knew better than to just help them right away, and that he needed to ask for permission first.
If you are in the store, married or single, by
Okay.
yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf? Don't put that man in that weird situation. Because my husband was like, he didn't flinch, he didn't move, he looked at me, and he like, boo.
Ma'am, you put your husband in a horrible situation because now people are coming after him and he didn't even do anything. I agree with that top comment. A man is not a nice person if he's only nice to you, and I don't understand why he needs permission to be a decent human being to begin with. This is sending me into a different nebula because, y'all, there were times where I was in the club and I had married men in relationships buying me drinks, not expecting anything out of it. They truly were just doing it to be nice. And not only did they not need their girlfriends or wives' permissions to do so, but often it was the ladies hyping them up to do it. Meanwhile, she felt some type of way about those women not consulting her before they asked her husband for help. I just want to know what they looked like, right? Because I promise you, if they were two little old ladies, she would have not cared and would not have made this video at all.
You know, I was watching this clip and I'm like, man, look, you know, they're already saying men ain't shit. Like, let's just be honest. They're already saying that. All right. And has it dawned on you that the man is just a nice person? Do you not like being married to a nice guy? I mean, he's not overextending himself, giving his number out and helping this lady move out her apartment. He just literally getting a box from the top shelf or whatever it may be. It's gonna be a time and a place where you might actually need the same sort of help. You will. And I hope you give yourself that same energy.
Welcome back to the series where I continuously go on dates until somebody pulls me out the streets. I already know what you think. How'd you get this cougar washing your dishes at 2 a.m.? Listen up and I'm gonna tell you. So I found myself on blackpeoplemeet.com searching for my wide body scat pack. Though I heard you're never supposed to try to date a nurse or any woman that works overnight. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, she's not a nurse, she's just an x-ray tech.
Emotional, damn it!
But at the front of my mind, I'm just like a little kid at his birthday party. All I can think about is the cake. So I ignored all the red flags, even the fact that she couldn't stop FaceTiming her friends and giving them play-by-play updates on everything I said in the last 5 minutes. But after a few drinks, she invited me back to the crib. She put a lot of emphasis on the fact that we weren't doing nothing. It was just to watch a movie. So after giving her 4 miniature seizures, I noticed she wasn't trying to get to know me. She had just recently got divorced and was trying to catch up on all the things she didn't get to do in her 20s during her 10-year marriage.
All right, brother, we're gonna be keeping up with this dating chronicles of you dating. You just keep going on these dates until someone pulls you from the streets. I'm curious to see how this goes. Look, I mean, this nurse, man, look, she looked like she went through a divorce. She happy. She got her little young man. You about to break her back in. I don't know if the conversation is fire, but I know what you about to do with her. She invited you back to the crib. That's the one time that I know she ain't bringing you back to the crib to just talk and have polite conversation and watch Netflix. No, nah, dog. You know what time it is. All right. But yeah, we'll keep up with this. See how this goes.
You living with somebody, why would you get pregnant in their house?
You know, there are some things that should be common sense, but unfortunately, it just isn't. We can't always get what we want. Viewer discretion is advised. That makes sense.
That's like so disrespectful. You supposed to be getting your shit together and you f***ing. And not even that you f***ing, cause fuck. But you got pregnant?
Let me gather myself. Okay, first and foremost, I agree with what she's saying. Oh man, your priorities are fucked up. To be sleeping on somebody's couch, living in somebody's house, and you out here getting pregnant. How and why? It's one thing that you and I get it. Like, we all got needs. I get that. I can't really say not to because you homeless. But it's another thing to get pregnant on somebody else's couch. Like, your priorities are so fucked up. It's no different from the that be in the club popping bottles they got designer on and they go home and sleep on an air mattress. Your priorities are fucked up. Or the girls that be working at McDonald's saving up to get a BBL. Like, bro, what? You couldn't wait till you get at a better point in your life to make that decision? That BBL is that important?
When you got too many kids, you gotta have your own shit. And 2 is too many. You can't stay with nobody actively fucking and getting pregnant. You just can't do that. Especially when you're supposed to get your shit together. You're never gonna get your shit together like that. Never. Ever.
Now, I don't know who she was talking about, but that person, I hope they see that video. Because that person is dead ass wrong for bringing a child into this misery that they're already living in. And I understand misery loves company, but bro, don't I shouldn't be doing that. That's wild, man. And to add insult to injury, you on somebody, you get pregnant, you can't even go stay at his house? Recipe for disaster, boy, I tell you. Repeating the cycle, keeping the stereotype alive. Hey, but when it's all said and done, if you're gonna get pregnant, the least you can do is have your own spot. Y'all keep the change.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
You know, I was watching this clip and it just dawned on me, like, this girl might just be trapping somebody. Like, she don't have nothing on her own, so the only way that she can get a little bit of something in security is to go ahead and get pregnant and trap this dude into whatever. And then look, guess what? Now they got to live together. Now she has a roof over her head, but that still doesn't feel right because you about to bring a child in this world and really none of this is yours. Like, you gotta, it's just down bad.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, to be honest, this wasn't slick at all, dog. This wasn't slick at all. Bro, you ever got Chinese food? Let's just say this was Chinese food. The Chinese food sauce already busting out of the side of the box, dripping down to the side of the bag, at the bottom of the bag. And you just did that to the Chinese food, and now you got sauce all in the bag. Look, are you really that hungry? My guy, you got to steal food? Is it really that serious that you got to go above and beyond to do this? Like, it still wasn't even slick. It was actually just stupid.
Why aren't more people encouraging like me?
Wow, 12 or 13. And these are not plan Bs. These are real going to get abortion.
Oh yeah, baby, they knew me by name.
Oh, so you went to the abortion clinic 13 times?
Yes, I remember I had to use one of my cousin's IDs to go get my last one. Then I was like, I ain't going back.
They won't let you come back in?
After a certain amount of times in the city, you know, they were like, hell no. Don't send us to jail. Everybody in here, she just keep coming back.
So that's your miracle baby in a sense of you like, I'm finna just have it.
A year before I got pregnant with my son, I had got pregnant and we was gonna keep a baby. And I miscarried.
Got you.
At like 7 months, I miscarried. It was a girl.
Wow.
Well, 6 months pregnant.
You knew what you were having.
I did not until I had until I miscarried.
Gotcha.
So then after that, about a year, I got pregnant twice. I got pregnant one more time, once or twice after that, but I wasn't ready. When I miscarried, the hardest thing was planning the funeral because I was so far along, and I went to St. Vincent's, which is a Catholic hospital. They don't believe in like cremating the baby. They believe like if you miscarry, you have to take the baby and you got to bury the baby and you have to do all of that with the baby. And I had to do that. I think that was the hardest thing I had to do.
Yeah.
But girl, I was back outside. So I'm outside. I'm an outside girl though. I just love. I'm not an angry girl. I'm not a sad girl. Nothing really makes me sad. If you hurt my feelings, I always tell my guy, like if I'm in a relationship or whatever, and it's not working, like, or whatever, tell me. Like, cause dump me. Like, I want to be dumped.
Okay.
Like, I don't want you to play because I'm going to hurt you. And then I'm going to do stuff back. Hurt me on the weekend. Because if you hurt me on the weekend, I can go outside. I'm going to be over that shit by Monday.
You know what's crazy? As she's telling this story, she's smiling, bro. She's acting like it's an achievement. Look, I don't know what kind of stuff you went through and how you get there, but all I can just think about is that you just let either the same guy or different guys bust you up raw. And it's crazy, and you didn't learn your lesson not even the first 10 times. Like, you putting your body through so much trauma, and what's crazy is that, like, even the city recognizes you. But, like, when it comes down to maybe trying to give a baby to a real good guy, like, that's I feel that's an unlucky guy at this point. Like, your body's just gonna have gone through so much trauma. Like, it's putting yourself at risk, the child at risk. It just gets crazy and crazy. And it's just a smiling part that got to me at the very beginning, because it was just like, man, you're smiling through this. You're smiling like this is a joke. Like, you're not even taking it serious. So none of the internet is gonna take it serious either at all.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Who's there?
Somebody just crashed and left their phone inside their car.
You're fucking lying.
Yes. I swear this car's upside down.
Dude, don't fucking lie,
We're
dude.
not lying.
I swear.
Go on FaceTime. Let's go on FaceTime.
Whoever you're trying to call just flipped their car on the freeway.
Look at this shit.
Hey, bro.
Look. Hey, you want me to keep the phone and give it to you before the cops take this shit?
Wait, hey, bro, where's the person?
I don't know. They ran away.
Put on speaker.
They ran away.
Wait, bro, no.
The phone was here in the floors. If you want it, we can meet up with you before the cops.
That shit was my mom, bro.
Well, I don't know where your mom's at. She probably ran away. Is she drunk?
Dick, I don't know, bro. Like, wait, Dave, bro, like that ass, bro?
This is your mom's car?
Wait, it's a Dodge Durango, right?
Yeah, it's a Durango.
Yeah, bro, like, that's my mom's car, bro.
Well, I don't see your mom.
She had like red hair, bro.
Well, I don't see your mom. Do you want to talk to the cops?
No, bro. I don't want to talk to the cops, bro, like that ass. I don't want to speak to no cops, bro. Just bring me her phone, bro. Like, just bring me her phone.
The only thing I can think of in this whole situation is, why would your mom run? There's two reasons why your mom would run. One, she was drunk. All right, she was drunk and she getting the hell up out of there. You can't hit me with this. I've been drinking. I ain't trying to get a DUI. DUIs could be felonies where she lives at. And two, in addition of number one, she could not be, I hate to say this, not have papers. She could be illegal. You get what I'm saying? I've seen it happen with my own two eyes. Two Latino brothers. They don't look like they speak too much English. They flipped the car upside down just like this on the interstate the exact same way. All right, your boy came from the driver's seat, went to the other side of the car, got his homeboy out of the seatbelt, woke him up, slapped him up a little bit, woke him up, shook him back, and then they ran off while the car was upside down smoking. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, but look, they wasn't trying to get caught.
Guys, listen, sometimes you gotta give that woman right back to the type of man that she's used to. Because hear me clearly, Not every woman is built for the version of you that's healing, growing, and elevating and becoming a better man. Some women are addicted to chaos. Unfortunately, that's just the truth. Some are only comfortable in dysfunction. Some only understand men they can control, manipulate, or emotionally drain because that's what they're used to. So when you show up as a man with direction, a man who has standards, who has emotional clarity, and a man who embodies peace, it scares her. It confuses her. It honestly exposes everything in her that hasn't yet healed. And suddenly, you become the problem. You become too much. When really, you're just not the kind of man that she's used to. So listen, please hear me out. You are not responsible for shrinking yourself down so that she can feel comfortable. You are not obligated to dim your light to match her darkness. And you are not required to stay where your value is ignored or your presence is taken for granted. Sometimes the most powerful move that you can make is to step back, release that woman with grace, and let her return to what she understands. Because a woman who's not ready for a good man will always sabotage one.
I really like this clip because, man, it just says a lot, man. You got to give that woman back to the man she's used to. All right? She's used to a certain type of men, and she's definitely not used to either higher caliber men. All right, and it's causing schisms, and y'all's relationship is just not acting right. You're trying to make it work. Maybe it's the physical part that you like, but the mental part is just y'all just not compatible in any sort of way. It is just not working. Just give her back to the streets. That's pretty much what she's trying to say.
This girl says, imagine being everything but still never enough. As you can see, he's looking at a different girl's profile. Let's zoom it in so you can see it even better. He's making sure to look at her stuff. Oh, he's getting personal messages from her. Nice. And he's messaging her back. And she's over there just watching this. Now, I don't like videos like this because I feel like a lot of women take everything so personal, and it's not even an attack towards you. It's just opening your eyes to what you deserve. And from somebody who's older, I'm 30, I wouldn't deal with something like this. I do not want to have to coach a guy and tell a man what to do and how to do it. If you feel the need to DM women personally, stare at their content, follow inappropriate things, I would not even date you. The thing that a lot of women do and they go wrong is they date men who are already nasty and lustful. They'll date men who are already players and then expect them to change. Just because that's another woman's story doesn't mean it's going to be yours. And in this day and age, trying to get a man to not be lustful is insanity. Like, there's men out here, believe it or not, that don't follow 304s. There's men out here who don't watch porn. I don't understand why women have this perception that they have to be with a guy like this. And then you're sitting here watching this dude do that and recording him. I would have told him to get out of my house. From the looks of it, it looks like that's your house and your bed. The disrespect. You're going to come into my home, chill on my bed, and then be DMing girls. Since your mindset and your wants and needs are into another woman, go and do that. Now, when I kick you out and I tell you got to go, I'm not going to yell, I'm not going to scream. I'm just going to say this is not going to work. You're not the man I thought you were going to be. You're not capable of leading, and you're definitely not a good person, because I want longevity, I want long term, and I want monogamy. And if that's something you can't give me, that is fine. You need to move away, because you're going to be in the way for a king that deserves me, and you don't deserve me. And the fact that you women sit with these type of dudes for so long tells me a lot about your self-esteem, tells me a lot about how you respect yourself. You're going to say, oh, well, it's easier said than done. This is why self-love is a big thing. This is why I don't recommend women hopping into relationships with people too soon. This is why I actually have a lot of you understand what your confidence level is before you get with the man. If your cup is half full or you have a little bit of water here, how are you going to give that to somebody when you barely had enough to give to yourself? That's the reason why when you get with these men, you're so love deprived, you sit in situations that don't serve you. God forbid you get pregnant by that dude. Now guess what? You're a pregnant woman crying and about something that you could have left a long time ago. It's easier to leave a man when you're by yourself. Why wait until he gets you pregnant? Why wait until 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years pass? These are not the men that are going to marry you. These are not the men that are going to love you. And these are the men that are not going to change. I'm sorry. If you are looking for a good man, I highly suggest you pay attention to the men you are dating. Stop dating for, oh, he's super tatted. Oh, he's this, he's that. Tattoos aren't going to raise your child. I understand. Don't sit there and date somebody you're not attracted to, but date somebody who's good for you. Date somebody who calms your nervous system.
lady here might have, she put this caption because that's based on like how she feels. Like, the small video that she was talking about, imagine being everything but still never enough. Like, maybe you thought you were enough, but you weren't. You get what I'm saying? You thought you had it all together, but you didn't, all right? You thought y'all had everything y'all was supposed to have, but you didn't. And now he's just, I don't know, looking for something else. I'm not saying that's wrong or right, but like, I usually say this because there's no accountability as to where, someone falls short. They never want to own up to it. You can come to the same person and say, hey, look, let's work on this. And they say yes and never do. And then when things like this happen, it's a shocker for some reason. And it shouldn't be.
If you think about it, there's nothing to appreciate a man for.
If you think about it,
ugly women ain't gonna find no true love. I promise you.
There's nothing to appreciate a man for.
Ask any ugly woman. Have you ever found true love, man? Nope.
It really sucks when you're not attractive because men completely ignore you, right?
Rule number 1, ladies, do not take advice from ugly women. Stop with the bullshit. Everybody's beautiful. Where are these ugly women getting their confidence from? I want to know.
If you think about it.
Fat women, I know, they get their confidence from black dudes and Puerto Ricans hitting on them. But ugly women, what is it? Is it the Mexicans that are coming in and hitting on you that make you think you're special? Number 2, just don't listen to fat women either. Fat women will always tell you the best way to lose weight, which already is like...
There's nothing to appreciate a man for.
So, get up in the morning, brush them teeth, put that makeup on, do your hair. Okay? Put on some lotion. Spray some perfume. Take a bath. Take a shower. Wear an outfit. Not a t-shirt. I'm just being honest. People can say I'm mean, but they can't say they can't say it's not true what I'm telling y'all. How are you gonna get on the screen talking about you looking for true love and true love is not looking for you?
What is the one thing that every race, religion, nationality has in common?
Leadership.
Wrong. The one thing everyone has in common, ugly people, right? Every race has ugly people. The beauty of ugly is that it doesn't discriminate. Write that down, please. Should we treat ugly people the same as attractive people?
Yes, we should.
The actual correct answer is no.
This clip says a lot, but they're gonna say all these women all the women that's in this clip is bullying. They're just trying to speak real stuff to you, but it's not gonna be received to the common ear. It's not gonna be received to the common ear. It's not. But fellas, we know, all right, we know that, they got some unattractive people out there that, tries to hype it up to where it doesn't need to be hyped up to, It doesn't need to be hyped up to. But look, guys, I appreciate you. I just wanted to put a small clip together. We got a busy day, man. Happy holidays to you if you celebrate happy holidays, man. Y'all be safe out there on the road, and I'll see you in the next video.